My love, my peace. You are my joy, you're my everything. All that I am, all that I'll ever be is a result of who you are to me. My heart's desire is to do your will, to pursue your purpose, your plan fulfill. My soul's delight is to follow you. My goal, my purpose is your will to do. All that I am, all that I'll ever be is a result of who you are to me. All that I want for people to see is the image of I am in me. Every day I live to see. I thank you, God, because you let it be. The breath I breathe is life to me. Everything you are is what I wanna be. Yeah, yeah. All that I am, all that I'll ever be is a result of who you are to me. All that I want for people to see, yes, is the image of I am in me. All that I want, all that I'll ever be is a result of who you are to me. Yeah. All that I want for people to see, yes, is the image of I am in me. Yeah. Oh, is the image of I am in me. It is the image of I am in me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Is the image of I am in me. You are, you are, you are, you are.
What's up, everybody? This is your girl, Vicki Winans, and I'm so excited and proud of my friend, Kat Carter. She is going to be coming on Friday Night Live, and I want you to know the girl is powerful. You want to be encouraged. There's a lot of people that's discouraged. There's a lot of people that's depending on what they don't think they can get. It just seems out of control. This woman brings so much word of encouragement, spirituality, ways to get out of things. She got it going on. That's Kat Carter, and that's every Friday on Friday Night Live. My girl, I'll be there with you. God bless you. Mwah.
Hey, welcome to Friday Night Live. I am your host, Kat Carter. How are you all doing today? We are in the second half of the year. This is July the 1st. We've made it 6 months. 6 months ago, we've made it. Hallelujah. Yes. So, Friday Night Live is a positive platform where we come to inform, innovate, and inspire. Yes. So, I don't want to spend too much time talking because we have a return guest, a wonderful, inspiring author that wears so many hats. She has a scholarship foundation. She does career and college counseling. She has several books out. She has a couple of books out that we want to talk about. And she is involved in mental health. So I want to make sure we get all of those in the interview tonight, okay? So let me do my encouragement corner, and then I am going to welcome back Tasha Burnett. All right. Okay, so let's see. The encouragement tonight reads, Sweet Spirit of Life, shine your light on me and show me the way. I am placing my trust in you, knowing that you will never fail me. Guide me and help me to know what I need to know. Fill me with your peace and give me the strength to carry on. And this in every moment, give me the courage to do what I must do to follow your will. I feel your love, sweet spirit, and I am grateful for your understanding and compassion. But above all else, I am grateful for your wisdom and light and unfailing direction. Although there may be times when I feel uncertain, I know this is okay. I also know that your shining light will dispel the darkness of human fears and help me overcome every challenge life may bring. Thank you, sweet spirit of life. All right, that's taken from the Daily Word, 365 days of love, inspiration, and guidance. All right, you are ready for Tasha. I'm ready for my girl, Tasha. Let me welcome her to the show.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Tasha. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, awesome. Hi.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing outstanding now that you're here. I
Okay.
don't think I've talked to you. Has it been 6 months? It
This
hasn't been a year.
definitely. It's almost a year. I think it was maybe last September.
We slipping. We
Yeah.
slipping.
Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure you got a lot of things to share with us. I am just so excited. Welcome back to Friday Night Live. You know, you're part of the Friday Night Live family. You're one of our favorite authors. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. So, what I wanted to do is, if it's okay with you, I
Mhm.
wanted to start off by talking about BAM. I think I got it on a hold on. I think I got it better for you, Tasha. I got it better for you, Tasha. Let me see.
What you got? What you got?
Let me see. There you go.
All right. Okay.
A Black Girl's Journey, the College Years, your solution guide for the puzzling college process. And I know, I understand. It is very
Man.
puzzling and it can be scary. It can be, it'd be all kinds of things. So,
Yeah.
let's dive into this book, Tasha.
So
OMG.
first of all, I like to just kind of say that I do believe that one of the first decisions that young people make as an adult, like the one of the most important decisions and one of the first ones is where they choose to go to college, whether they choose to go to college and where they choose to go.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
just that whole process can set them up for the
Mhm.
trajectory of their life. So, A Black Girl's Journey, I was doing I am a college counselor at the time. I was doing college counseling, and just kind of helping a lot of first generation students of color through the process.
Mhm.
And I am very clear that my path and my process is what birthed this purpose and desire in me, because I did not have support. I went to a private school. I don't remember
Whew.
them even talking to me about college. So I went into the process not even knowing about financial aid, how to apply for scholarships, any of that. So this book is basically just kind of it's a quick view of the college process and the lessons that I learned through my process, and just giving them a kind of a template to follow so that they can set themselves up for college success. So the books talks about things from like roommates, bad roommates, which I had to deal with,
Oh, let's talk about that first.
Into personal Let me tell you
what happened.
Kathy, now I got some stories. I don't know about your listeners, because I could be a little.
You know what? They probably understand. I've been through it too. No, go ahead. That's what helps.
And just dealing with learning new people, learning how to be in an environment where you have to compromise with other people, and just how to manage people who have different lifestyles and values, but you're sharing an intimate and private space with.
And don't let it be more than one roommate. Like it's y'all in there.
I've never.
I'm just saying. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying. I can't even imagine. I was at a school and they had 4 people in the room. I was like, there's no way. I would have not survived. I would have not. But also mental health and just identity issues in college, trying to find out who you want to be, what beliefs you want to keep from that you grew up with from your family, and what things you learn, and all of those kind of things. So the book kind of takes you through that, but it's also very practical about what juniors and seniors need to do each year to kind of prepare and be on the road to success. Finances, everything.
As opposed to a freshman. It's different for a junior. I get it. Yeah. I'm trying to remember my roommate. My roommate wasn't hardly ever there. But when I went to the University of Arkansas Pine Bluff for my undergrad. When I was there, they did not have co-ed dorms. There were just girl dorms, and then there were guy dorms. And our bathrooms were not in our rooms. Like, we had a community bathroom where everybody had to go through at the end of the hall. But I mean, I really didn't have problems with my roommates. It was the other girls in the atmosphere, kind of. Yeah. Which is really weird. I mean, they just pick on you and stuff, and that kind of thing.
Yeah. I've had some interesting, I've had roommates that I love, and people that, to this day I call sister. But then I had some people that did some pretty shady things. So
did you have to fight somebody?
I did not. But let me tell you, okay, this is a quick story, because it's kind of fun. I had a roommate who had a boyfriend who will, and let me tell you, this is one of the things that I teach my students, to make sure that they create rules. They have them and their roommate need to talk about what are the knots in what we can't do in this room. You have to set boundaries in order to get along. And so I didn't really do that. And a long story short, she would let him come over. At first, I didn't have an issue with him spending the night, to be honest with you. But one night, and I had a test I had midterms. And I was awakened by this noise that was rather suggestive, right? And I stayed on the bottom bunk. So I was on the bottom bunk, and I started to feel my bunk kind of move.
So y'all didn't have the beds went on each side of the room?
No, these beds were stacked.
Oh, they should have got a room. They shouldn't have been in there doing that. They were trying to have relations or something.
I could not believe it. I put this in the book. That was I was just like, what in the world?
I would have been traumatized.
I'm telling you, I jumped up and turned on the lights, and I ain't even gonna lie, I said some choice words.
Wait, Tasha, one of the look at the comments.
What did it sound like, Walter? Let me tell you. And then, no, Walter, let me tell you this. I'm telling you, Walter, not only did I hear noise, I heard a couple claps.
Oh, no.
And I was just like, this is absolutely ridiculous. So I didn't grow up with people who kind of did those things. So we have to prepare.
I'm sorry, I read these comments while you talk.
Shirley, yes, I did. I have to repent afterward, but I did because I was so angry. I just could not believe that somebody would do that. And a long story short, I was so upset that I went to housing the next day, and I wish too. And this is what I tell my students: don't just move out your room because of some issue. If anything, make them move. And I went and got a single room. Now, mind you, I was already on loans and couldn't even afford pretty much the double room at a private
single
school.
Room. I know was
and I
luxury.
and paid more for a single room. So then, because I just couldn't believe it and take it. So yeah, that was one experience of roommate issues.
Whew, you know what? And you brought up a I mean, that was really, really good. But you brought up a good point. Like when there is a confrontation, like because I do this. If there's I don't do good with confrontation. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad, I know, like when there used to be like confrontation, whatever, he would just leave. And I'm like that. I don't like confrontation. I don't do well with arguing. I just don't. I just don't.
Yeah.
But you have to learn to be able to
Communicate and
communicate.
have
And
these
why
in
should
these
you? Right,
conversations.
because you didn't do anything wrong. So why should
Mm-hmm.
you have to leave? You
Exactly.
see what I'm saying? And
Exactly.
so it's just you have to be able to do that. And I know that's a part of going to college, learning how to, you know,
Mm-hmm.
live with people, learning how to talk to people, different races, different people
Mm-hmm.
don't haven't grown up the same way you did. We come from different
Exactly.
households, different types of things, and trying to make a compromise. But that wow, whoo, girl,
Exactly. And that's why I encourage. And I had one of my students that came back and told me, like, oh my God, I'm so glad you told me to do that because the situation arose and they had already kind of set, not that same situation, but, just setting those boundaries help to kind of mitigate and, don't have to worry about those kind of situations.
yeah, yeah, so silly.
Jackson, what was that? Mr.
Like,
Jackson. I
yeah.
know I was trying to be, I
She
told
did.
this,
You did it good.
I did a good job
You did
because
a
I
good
could
job.
have been a little more,
Yeah. We understand.
I
We
could have
got
been
the
a little
gist
more
of it.
vivid.
We
Okay.
got the gist of it. So what else? What other challenges did you have in your college
Oh,
journey that you talk about a little bit in the book?
so many, even challenges as a woman of color. So, and even in grad school now, I'm working on my PhD. I can still see some of the inequities and the challenges that I have. So, one of the things that especially students of color need to learn how to do is they need to learn how to advocate for themselves. You have to. So, because I went to schools where there were PWIs, so I was among the minority. I'll give you another example. I was at a school in Tulsa, and I remember at the time I was a nursing major, and I was going to get academic advising. So I wanted to know what I was supposed to be taking so I can be on track. And I remember I had not met this lady. This was the first time meeting her. She didn't even
Mm-hmm.
know me, and she was just like, she made some comment like, well, I'm sure that, coming from the type of schools that you come from, you may have or struggle with the reading. Like she literally like made this judgment about my ability, my intellectual ability based off how I look, because she didn't know me. And she was like, and I guess she meant public urban schools. And like I was so, and I remember so like I was like, okay, I can't like go off on this woman. But I was like, well, actually, I actually grew up in very good schools. They were all private, and I read very well and I comprehend well. And if I could have thought more, I would have then told her how inappropriate it was for her to make that comment. But of course, at that time, I didn't know how to articulate all of that.
And
But you
you
have
wasn't
to
expecting her to say anything like that. I mean, you
know.
just, and
And
that's
this
another thing. It's like, and I don't mean to cut you off, but those micro
exactly,
aggressions, and I
exactly.
mean, sometimes people say things, and I think they think that it's okay to say that. And so that's what I'm learning. Where like in my environment, especially if I'm in an environment where I'm the only minority,
Hmm.
I have to be more prepared because it'll catch you off because I don't think like that.
Yeah,
And so
exactly.
but I mean, I think that you can give a response, try to give it in love, not go there, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But I know that caught you completely off guard. I know that you were not expecting her to say something like that.
Yeah. And so with students in color, it's important to kind of let them know some of the things they may face and then
Yeah.
tell them how to handle it. And so even, I mean, research suggests that, students, low income students, usually they're putting them in all these remedial classes. And I'm not saying sometimes the students may not need that support before they start some of the higher college courses, but I just advocate for students in high school to start taking AP courses and honors courses so they can make sure their rigor is up so that because people are going to sometimes, even if you have good grades or scores, assume because you come from where you come and you look like where you look, you're not going to be prepared for college level work.
Mm-hmm.
So just preparing them to advocate for themselves is really important.
Because it's so competitive, especially depending on what area of study that you want to
Exactly.
do is very, very competitive. Ooh, that was good. Ooh. You want to tell us one more thing? One more thing you talked about? What one more challenge you had while you were in school?
Really just kind of um
Did you have
learn.
challenges with your teachers? Did you
I
have
didn't
issues with?
necessarily have challenges with my teachers. I don't even remember having teachers that I didn't even really like. I didn't have that issue um in college at all.
So I had the opportunity to go to HBCU for undergrad, and then I went to a PWI for my graduate school, and I could tell the difference. And
Mm-hmm.
this is just my personal experience. At the HBCU, they were tough. I mean, they were tough, but I knew that they cared about me. I
Mm-hmm.
knew that they were pushing me because they wanted me to excel. When I got over to the PWI, I didn't feel that. I just didn't.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't feel that. And I did have a run in with one of my classes. It was a research class where we had to read articles and then we had to discuss it, like, so everybody had a chance to discuss these really hard scientific articles. You had to break it down, and like, you're the teacher for the day. So anyway, we got graded from the teacher, and we got graded from our peers. For all of us, I mean, mysteriously, my grade went to everybody in the class. Mysteriously, they saw my grades.
Hmm.
And so I found out because um, some of the people in my class, I befriended them, and so they were like, "Well, we got your grade," and I was like, "Okay, maybe it was a glitch." Then when the second person said it, I was like, "Well, the teacher hasn't even said anything." I mean, so I approached her, and she was like, "I was like, well, did something happen with IT?" I mean, but back then, I probably should have pushed it more, but I didn't know. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
know what I
Mm-hmm.
could do. I didn't know what to do in that situation, so it kind of just I just let it ride, but I probably should have been more. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I think this book, I mean, it would be a great tool. And actually, we're going to be giving one away today, so you don't try to go nowhere. I think this book would be a great tool for people that know someone or have family members that are getting
Mm-hmm.
ready to go to college or are already in college, just to help them
Exactly.
navigate a little bit around and
Mm-hmm.
help them. Wow. Whew.
Students, parents, because especially if they never been there themselves, so they can kind of know what to look for and what's coming ahead. Aunts, anybody that's helping somebody through their process.
Hmm. Oh, okay. Okay, you want to take this one? Please expound what HBCU and PWI is.
So HBCU is basically a historically Black college or
Hmm.
university. And a PWI is a predominantly white institution. So there you'll have a smaller percentage of minorities on campus, and the more minority percentage is usually not just it's Black, Hispanic, Asian. They all kind of fall into
The
minority or
same. Hmm.
Indian or sometimes mixed. So that's the difference between the two. Um, and really there's some advantages and disadvantages to either or. I think each
Yeah.
student should pick what kind of environment will work best for them. I don't advocate for either or. I think it just
Hmm.
depends on the student and what they need and what resources they need.
Hmm. Very good. All right. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about Tasha's first book. Now she has another book, y'all. Y'all hang tight. She got another book now. Just been busy, but we're talking about this book right here, A Black Girl's Journey: The College Years, Your Solution Guide for the Puzzling Child College Process. Yes, that's what we're talking about. And I got one. This one is mine. This right here is mine. Tasha autograph. This is mine. But I got one for to send to someone else. So you all hang tight for that. Ooh, Tasha, that was good. Ooh. Where can they get this book?
So they can get it on Amazon. Purchase
That's
it
where I
on
got it from.
Amazon. Yep.
Hmm. Okay. All right. Let's take a break. I got uh, Daryl Evan Jones. He's the ambassador of soul. He's a flutist out of Tennessee. So he's going to be our first performer. And he's one of my brothers. I don't have any brothers. I have all sisters. It's all girls. Even the dog was a girl, Tasha. But I have like spiritual brothers now. I mean, especially through doing this show, I've met some really great guys that have kind of adopted me and they kind of protect you, had that covering. So
Yeah.
this is one of them. I talk to him maybe once a month. So his name is Daryl Evan Jones. Cheryl, is it this one?
The first.
Okay, so stay there, Tasha.
Okay.
So that was Daryl Evan Jones, the ambassador of soul. He was actually at my first Cat Jam, my first concert. Daryl, yay! He's out there in Tennessee. All right, so I can't believe we're almost halfway through the show. This goes too fast. I wanted to talk about your next book. We're gonna go fast. Getting all this in here. Okay. Marley's New Angel. Ooh, that's a beautiful cover, Tasha. Oh.
Oh, thank you. An illustrator did that for me. So the picture was inspired by my mom and one of my nieces. So basically, this book came out of having a friend who God's daughter um lost her grandmother, and they were trying to figure out, I think at the time she was around 6, how to kind of explain it to her. And I was trying to find books for a child about grief where it, where it had people of color, and it was hard for me to find it. So he was just like, you need to write one. So it took me about 2 years, but eventually I just wrote a book just to kind of help people explain grief to younger children, so that they'll have a avenue to kind of help them to conceptualize it and how to grieve in their way.
Wow. I think that's probably a hard topic to talk. I mean, it's hard for us as adults, let alone
Exactly.
try to talk to
Exactly.
a child where they kind of understand what is going on. Wow,
Hmm.
that's a beautiful book. Oh, let me look at this again. So, where can they purchase this book at, Tasha?
So they can purchase that on Amazon, and they also can purchase it on a site that specifically sell like children books called Lulu, but they can also get it on Amazon as well.
Okay. So are you all enjoying Tasha and her transparency, especially with that first one? Oh my goodness. You all send Tasha some hearts and some likes and encourage her. Encourage her. These are some great books and they're not very, very real thick. So I mean you can really nice read and you can probably finish it if you probably could finish it in a day. All right. And then this book right here, you guys, this book was not that expensive. I don't think it was $10. So
Mm-mm,
you
it's
all,
under 10.
yeah. So you all check, support Tasha. Okay. Now this. I mean, everything that you're talking about is like really exciting, but I really this. Wait. Before we
Wait,
go there, before what?
I was just wondering if you were talking about the scholarships. Go ahead. I'm not
I
gonna
was,
rush
but
you. Okay.
I'm
Okay.
gonna do something to you. Let me see. Where is it? We're gonna play a game. Okay, we're gonna play a game. I'm playing a game with you. Y'all, Tasha didn't know this. Here we go. Okay, Tasha, I'm gonna put a word on the screen. All of the words begin with T for Tasha, and
Okay.
you just whatever comes to your mind when I put it up there, just say what's on your mind. Okay. All right, you ready?
Okay.
All
Yes.
right, here we go.
Thoughtful.
Thoughtful.
Um. Just say whatever could come to my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I guess just the need to be thoughtful when we having conversations and not just to be say whatever we want to say. I don't know. I don't know.
All right.
Thrive.
Thrive.
Oh, thrive.
I got it, y'all. I got it.
Oh, okay. In order to thrive, you need to make sure you're in an environment that not only feeds you, that you find nourishment from, and where you can, help you
Come on,
thrive.
Tasha.
Girl,
Yes,
I'm just making
yes,
stuff
yes.
up. I'm making
No,
stuff up.
this one's good. Yeah, this is good. Okay, here you go one.
Tranquil.
Tranquil.
Oh, so let me tell you, the what I think about when I say that is, so I have recently started to practice meditation,
Okay.
and part of like my mental health journey, um and I have found that that can help me to have a more tranquil or like a peaceful mind when I just quiet everything down and kind of shut out my thoughts.
Okay. All right. Ah.
Therapeutic.
Oh.
It just kind of makes me think about again, especially now in the role where I'm playing, where I am serving as a mental health counselor at a college. So when I think about therapeutic, I just think about the need for people to have access to things that, therapy and services. As a Black community, we don't really sometimes.
Yeah, we
um
kind of missed the mark a little bit.
yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
we
Okay.
need to find therapeutic activities for our lives.
All right. Last one, Tasha.
All right, teach. Um, I was finna Mother Knowledge was finna come out. I'm not gonna do that.
I almost put a do it. I
Uh,
almost grabbed one and but I said she
mother,
probably don't want.
mother almost came out.
See, Tasha does comedy too. She's mother knowledge. I go right ahead, honey. Go ahead, help yourself.
Teach. I don't know. When I think of teach, maybe just so everybody can. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have a word. I don't have a word. I have a word, but it's not in English. It's in my spiritual language.
Oh, uh, it's coming in the Honda.
Yeah, yeah, that no bullshit.
Ooh. Okay. All right. So how did Tasha do, y'all? How did she do?
I failed that. That's
No, you
that's not
didn't.
that's not play that game again.
I get everybody like that. I get everybody. Okay. So let's talk about the scholarship. Yes, that's what I want to talk about now, the foundation.
So one of the things that I want to do, like I said, before I leave this earth, one of the things that I want to do is to be able to pay somebody's full tuition. That's just one of the things that I
Ooh.
want to do. But on the path to that, I have a foundation, the Burnett College and Career Advising Foundation. I will put kind of say something in the chat later so people can have access to it if they want to donate. And there, all we do is just provide free resources to students about the college process. And one of the things we do is I was like, I don't just want to provide free information. I want to provide some money, some resources. So we
Mm.
give several scholarships each year. This is the second year in a row where we've given scholarships. We have one in my mom's name, the Mary Burnett Memorial Scholarship, one in my dad's name, the Lavelle Burnett Memorial Scholarship. I created one
Oh,
for
that's so nice.
one of my cousins. So it's just some scholarships to provide. Right now, it's from $2,000. One is 1,500, one is 500. But as we continue to get donations and money, I want to continue to like increase and give more money. And I'm telling you, one day you're gonna have me on this show. It's gonna be a testimony, and I'm gonna be
We're gonna be
like, guess
running.
what? We paid out somebody full scholarship. I just want it to happen.
I
So
got a
any
question. So my spiritual gift is I'm a giver. Is that one of your spiritual gifts?
It is. It
I
is.
can't help myself.
And you know what? And it doesn't it is and I won't even say it's just it comes from me. It comes from where my upbringing. My mom was a giver. My dad,
Hmm.
so it was around me. So it's so great to give. I'd rather be on this side.
So you know what I find with me, I like giving, but it's hard for me to receive, and I don't know why, but it's just hard for me to
Mhm.
like to receive it.
Mhm.
But I want to give. On my birthday, I'm giving
Yeah.
stuff away. What kind of foolishness? I
Yeah.
mean, it's just.
Yeah.
And I did that way from back when I was in my radio days. I would give stuff away. I mean, it's just I don't know. I think I like especially if I give it to someone that's dealing with which has happened,
Yeah.
especially on radio. I One year we gave away these little figurine angels. They weren't really big, and
Mhm.
to some of my listeners, and one of the listeners called and said they just I can't remember, somebody had passed, and the atmosphere where the funeral was real somber. It was just like real sad, and they put the angel in the coffin and it changed the whole atmosphere. It was like really crazy. I mean, I was like, wow. So I just I enjoy giving, I really do, but I don't know why it's so hard for me to receive. It just is.
Yeah, I don't have the problem with receiving. I love to give, and I'm okay with receiving as well. Hayata. Thank you. Thank you, God.
Okay, so you gonna put something, did you say you gonna put something in the chat, like if they
Yes,
want to
I
donate?
will.
Okay,
I
she's gonna
will.
put some in the chat for the Burnett College and Career Advertising Foundation. I put the website on there too, bccaf.org.
Mm-hmm.
What are some past scholarships you've done? I know you did something for Black History. I know you've done some recent ones. Tell us some of
Mm-hmm.
those.
So one that I did recently, so I have a my mom's first cousin, which was like a aunt to me, because she was a mom age. She was like my angel on earth. And anyway, long story short, she was such a giver and she was an entrepreneur. She had her own beauty shop. And she was also like an evangelist, so a minister. So I just created a scholarship for like students who were either they if they were going to cosmetology or if they were just trying to pursue a 2 or 4 year degree in business, since she was an
Mm-hmm.
entrepreneur. So just provided that scholarship for them. And so for the last 2 years I've done one in the name of my mom, who was a nurse. So that was anybody in a helping field. Was is the requirements are not that rigorous.
Mm-hmm.
And then again, for the last 2 years, I've done one for men of color, in the name of my dad, who did not get the opportunity. He had maybe a third year education. So I, provided for any young man
Wow.
who's like in, want to do community or even a 4 year university or whatever, who, have some goals and striving to be successful. So we're kind of continuing to add different scholarships based off of just needs.
I think it's a beautiful thing that you're honoring your parents by doing this.
Oh,
Like, it's like their spirit just it just stays alive. I mean, it's just that's a beautiful thing.
yeah,
I would love to
yeah.
do something with my dad. My dad was a minister. I would love to do something. Maybe we can figure something out in a little bit
Oh, for
later. But
sure,
I
for
would love to
sure.
do something for him, like just to honor him. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really really great. All right. Okay. So, Tasha, I gotta do a trivia. So I'm gonna put the question up there now. You can't don't get an answer, okay?
Okay,
All
I
right,
won't.
all right. Don't get an
Okay,
answer. All right,
okay.
all right. All right. Uh, Here is the question. The 4th of July. Woo, that's loud. The 4th of July commemorates which document? We're going to give it to the first one that gets it right on my end. The first one that gets it right on my end. Put it in the comments. The first one that gets it right on my end. The 4th of July commemorates which document? All right. Bet you don't know what it is. Let me see if Tasha know. Let me see if Tasha know. Let me put it back out here. Let me see if Tasha know. You know the answer?
The
Oh, don't. I need to say yeah or no.
Oh yeah, I think I do. Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. So we're gonna see what they come up with. Uh. Okay. So Tasha, you know what? Something that's very important that I think doesn't get people. I mean, I don't know. We don't talk about it a lot, and I think a lot of services and resources have either been discontinued or they're not, just not a lot in the communities. Is mental health.
Oh my
And
gosh.
when I saw that you were doing mental health, I was like, wow. Now that's some strong work right there. Mental health is real,
It
and I
is.
mean, you have many people that are dealing with it. That don't have the resource, or you might have mental health and you don't even know it. I mean, I sometimes I think I don't know. You think I'm a little?
I'm crazy. No,
My
crazy. I
daughter.
gotta take pills for it.
So let's talk about that a little bit. So are you like dealing with mostly students or
Mm-hmm.
adults or okay, yeah, let's talk about that a little bit.
College students. So currently I'm serving. Um, oh, that's really loud.
Why did I do
Turn it down.
I didn't do that.
Let's turn it off. Okay, there you go. All right.
So
Sorry.
currently, no, it's okay. I was just like, oh my lord. Currently, I'm serving as a mental health counselor on the college campus. So, the reality is for Black, Indigenous, people of color, we don't. There's a big disparity. We don't access mental health services like our like white people.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
it's just a big issue in our community. So it's much needed. I will say that I believe that COVID kind of exacerbated that or made it worse,
Mm-hmm.
especially on college campuses where students were dealing with some issues. So it's a big thing in the Black community where there's a stigma. I don't necessarily know where some of it comes from not trusting, right? So we don't
Yeah.
trust medical professionals
Mm-hmm.
sometimes, especially in the mental health space. But some of
Well,
it also comes from our culture and
yeah.
even, some of our religious and spiritual beliefs where we feel like, that we can just pray and it'll go away. But there are some people who have some mental health issues where they do need some professional help.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I agree that maybe that there's might be a little fear or concern, but I think it has a lot to do with some of the things that have been done in the past
Oh,
health
sure.
wise to our people. And then like we don't know, like when we go to the doctor, we don't know to ask the questions. We just
Exactly.
okay, no, you got to ask questions. You got to speak up. You can't just yeah. So yeah, I am so glad that you're in that format for those students. I bet that is just a godsend at that university. Oh, Tasha, you froze. Can you hear me? Oh, there you go. Tasha, can you hear me?
I
Did
can.
you hear what I said?
I was saying, I heard you when you were saying that sometimes they don't trust the process is basically what it sounded like you were saying.
Yeah, I was saying I know that that is really strong work, and that educational institution where you are, I know you are a godsend over there. Um, I don't even know if we have. I know we have counselors, but they're not specifically mental health. It's just if you have an issue, you go in there. But for to have
Mm-hmm.
somebody in there that's strictly dealing with that situation, I mean that's wonderful. That is wonderful. So have you
Yeah.
been able to help a few of the students along the way?
Yeah, I just started it in April. But so far I see a great need. And a lot of times it's stuff where people just, it's so many things as college students that, or people in general, but particularly as college students, it can be anything from, depression, grief. I had quite a few people who've lost parents recently. Um just dealing with trauma, all kind of things that can impact
Yeah,
their academic success.
yeah,
So
yeah.
just kind of teaching them some skills to cope with it and helping them to kind of work through that process is very beneficial.
Okay. All right. So, Tasha, I think we are about through. Cheryl's going to do some Cheryl's shout outs, but I wanted you to have an opportunity to give some shout outs if you want to some people or some accolades. You're more than welcome if you want to at this time.
I don't really have any shout outs. I just want to thank all your viewers. Like
Oh, that's
I
good. Yeah,
don't
that's
know.
good.
I want to give honor to God who's the head of my life.
Come on now.
Because
Wow.
no, I
Mm-hmm.
don't have really any shout outs or whatever. I just want to thank those people who like, supporting students in whatever capacity that they do, and young people in whatever capacity they do. Because you're needed, your love is needed, your listening ear. You don't always have to have the answer, you just need to care about them and
Mm-hmm.
give them encouragement. And I want to particularly thank some of the there's one person, Ashley. I'm glad you said there is one person, Ashley, and the only reason I'm saying that is because I have a couple students who I've helped through the process that are in college now, and I can
Okay.
call them and I can like connect them with a student that's going through something, and they're willing to like talk to them and put them and walk them through it. And so I appreciate, that they're willing to give back. They've been poured into, and then
Mm-hmm.
they're willing to pour into other people. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, pass it forward. Yeah, I bet you that's a wonderful feeling when you can see where you've helped a student and now they're in college and they're,
Oh, it
I
is
mean, I can only imagine.
awesome.
My
Let me
mom,
tell you,
yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
it is the most endearing. So I had a student to text me out of the blue about 2 weeks ago. And it's so weird because I was actually, Kathy, not having the greatest day. And she was just like,
Oh,
Miss Burnett, she's like, I don't know if you know, this is the sentiment of the text. She was like, I know what you do. Sometimes you don't get thank you. She was like, but I just want you to know the work that you do with students is like so important. And she was just saying so encouraging, and I was just like, oh my God, like this is why I do what I do, because after they're gone from me, there's
hmm,
still some kind of impact, or if they've been, something has been imparted in them that they can
yeah.
continue to use.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. You help shaping our young babies. Yay. All right. Okay, so let's find out who the winner is, and then we'll let Tasha off the feed if she wants to go. You can just hang out with us. It's up to you. You're more than welcome.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so the question was oops, wait. The question was the 4th of July commemorates which document? All right. And what's the correct answer was the Declaration of Independence. Tasha, did you know that answer?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I wasn't sure though, but I knew it was.
All
I
right.
was.
I'm gonna put Cheryl on here so she could tell who the winner is. All right, Cheryl. So who is the winner? Who got it up there first?
Well, who got it there first was Miss Lady Jackson, but as we know, she won last week.
Yeah, she just won. Okay, so we have to go to the next person.
Mhm. The second person was Karan.
Karan Edmonds.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. She got the Declaration of Independence.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Karan, congratulations. You have a Black Girl's Journey The college years coming. Yes. All right, Cheryl. Tasha, I just want to be, before she does her shout outs, I just want to thank you so much for giving her your time. I know that you're busy, but I just really appreciate you for taking out time and coming to share with us the Black Girl's Journey and Marley and about the foundation, all of this rich stuff that we need to know. And thank you for imparting into us and encouraging us tonight. Best wishes on your future endeavors, and I'll make sure it's less than a year before the next time you come back and see us.
Thank you. I appreciate having a conversation with you. I appreciate you just even being interested in the work that we do and always presenting quality information and
Thank you.
good music. I appreciate it. So I thank you, Kathy.
Yeah, thank you. All right, Tasha. You all send Tasha some love hugs. All right. Thank you, Tasha. All right.
Bye.
Bye bye. All right, Cheryl, let's put some music on and then let us do some shout outs.
Let's do the music on the stream here.
You want to do stream? Okay.
Because I don't know what was that doing.
Okay, so I can do it. Let's see. Let's what is this? I don't know what that is. Okay, that's what we doing.
Wait, I was listening.
Okay, let's do some Cheryl shout outs. Here we go.
Okay. Hey. Anyway, we have, let's see, we on YouTube. We have K Ward Radio tuning in on YouTube. And I'm assuming that's Jazzy K, who's also on Facebook tuning in as well. Thank you for representing us on both platforms. Good to see you. We have Miss Karan Edmonds tuning in on Facebook. Hey, Karan, and congratulations on that book. I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm going to have to get one as well. I need information. I need a lot more information. We have Mr. Freddie G. Fred Gutker. He says, hey everyone, it's good to see you. Welcome to the show. We hope you enjoy. We have Miss Karina Wheatley Robbins. It's good to see you. Happy Friday. We have Mother DeBose stopping in as well. She's saying, hey, good to see you. Mwah. We have Auntie T popping in on Facebook as well. It's good to see you. We got Tina Wilson as well. Amy Worth, happy 4th of July weekend. We have Miss Bonnie Wilson on YouTube popping in and holding it down for us. We also have Sheila Bowens dropping in. It's good to see you. Dion Mack, welcome back. Mrs. Gerald, always good to see you as well. Can't wait to see you next week. And we also have Mr. Walter D., president of the NAACP Edwardsville. We have Miss Sherry Johnson as well on Facebook. It's good to see you. We have Lady Jackson stopping in. She peeked in during the roommate confessional. She has some questions, but it's good to see that you popped in. Happy Friday. We have Miss Whittington still popping in on Facebook as well. It's so good to see you again. We have Miss Cynthia Banks. Hey, Cynthia. We have Donna O'Neill as well. And Kimberly Rogers. It's so good to see you. And then we have... Also, welcome to Jonathan Rivers. Welcome to Friday Night Live. And then we have Burnett College and Career Advising Foundation stopping in just to give us a little shout out and comment. If you would like to donate to the scholarship fund, you can give one on Facebook through the donate link in the comments or on Cash App at $BCCAF.
Very good, Sharon. Very good. You come getting back. You get used to your stuff. Okay, so what I want to do is I have an artist that's going to be here. He'll be here towards the end of the year. His name is Carl Cox. He has been here before. He's a national recording artist and saxophonist. So we're gonna maybe I'll do a commercial break and then we'll end with him. Okay. All right. Does that sound good?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let us see.
Anyone is unforgettable.
Satisfied customers who have tried the fragrance by Whittington Still say it's
Sweet,
bold,
alluring,
lasting,
sexy,
and a fresh scent. NE1 by Whittington Still.
a fragrance that can be worn by anyone.
For more information, visit whittingtonstill.com.
And you'll see what others are saying
about NE1.
Try it for yourself.
Y'all, that is some good smelling perfume. That fragrance smells so good. Ooh, y'all need to check it out. I'm telling y'all, check it out. All right. I also want to remind you all that why is this not working?
It's showing now. It's here on our end.
Okay, I can't see it. Okay. I can't read it if I can't see it.
Oh, that's weird.
I'll put it up there. You all can see that. My sister friend is doing. I can't read it. I can't see it. Cultural Charisma, they're doing pop-ups to the end of August. Is it on there? Mm-hmm. Okay. Till the end of August. Is it still there? There it goes. Okay, that was weird. Okay, till the end of August. So if you're in the Southern Illinois area, Edwardsville, Illinois, particularly, you can check her out. She has a museum. It's called the National Museum of African Americans on Stamps. They're joining Cultural Charisma, and they have like handcrafted cards and bookmarks. So check out her Facebook page, Cultural Charisma, or you can text her at 618-917-3944. Also want to remind you about Illumination Kingdom Teachings. Check out their website, kingdomtools.net. There you'll find where they're having, they do classes. They also have Bible study, which is interactive. And they have service on Sunday. So check out Kingdom Tools. They're doing all kinds of teachings. Classes are going on. All right. And all right. So you all have a great weekend. I'm going to end the show with Carl. Have a great weekend. Have a safe holiday. 4th of July is right around the corner. Be safe, and Lord willing, we might talk to y'all next week. All right, Sherry, you want to say anything?
Stay awesome.
All right, love y'all.